My name is Daniel Reese. I'm 42 years old, and for the last 12 years, I've poured every ounce of energy, time, and grit into building Titan Materials into a $50 million supply chain powerhouse. When I married Claire, her father Ronald Bellamy owned a struggling construction company and treated me like just another one of his daughter's projects. But I wasn't just playing husband. I was the reason Titan Materials went from red to black. I streamlined logistics, brought in nationwide clients, and turned rusty warehouses into profit machines. Ronald watched me turn his sinking ship into an empire, and I thought I'd earned his respect. I was wrong. 3 weeks ago, Ronald called a family meeting. It wasn't casual. Suits, lawyers, contracts, the whole thing felt like a boardroom. Ambush disguised as brunch. That's when he said it. Daniel, I appreciate all your hard work, but Titan Materials should be a Bellamy legacy. My son Nathan will take over from here. Nathan, his 29-year-old son who spent the last decade de-aging. In Miami, had failed at 3 startups, including one that sold glow-in-the-dark sunglasses. That Nathan Claire was silent. She didn't agree with her father, but she didn't stop him either. I just sat there, letting his words hit me like hailstones, one after the other. But here's the one detail Ronald forgot. He didn't own Titan Materials anymore. I did. Over the last 8 years, I'd slowly bought out Ronald's shares. At first, he didn't notice he needed cash flow, so I offered bridge loans through my holding company, Orion. Then I bought out silent investors. Then I consolidated divisions under Titan Logistics LLC, also owned by me. I left his name on paper, sure, but control? That was mine. So when Ronald proudly slid a document across the table naming Nathan as CEO, I calmly handed him one of my own, a formal buyout agreement pre-signed by the board. Ronald, I said, keeping my voice cool, you don't have authority to assign a CEO. You haven't for over a year. He turned red, then pale, then furious. This company has my name on it. No, I said, standing. Titan Materials has my name behind every contract, every deal, and every asset. The only name that matters now is mine. Nathan tried to chime in, muttering something about respect. I turned to him and said, you can go back to spinning records, Nate. Business isn't your beat. Within a week, I had their access revoked, emails, offices, company credit cards, everything. Claire moved out the next month. I didn't stop her. She chose silence over loyalty, and I've learned enough to know that silence is betrayal too. Now, Titan Materials is expanding into Texas. I hired a new Kuzmart, hungry and loyal. Her name's Erin, and she started as a warehouse intern 6 years ago. That's the kind of legacy I believe in. And Ronald, last I heard, he was trying to sue for wrongful exclusion but failed to realize that every contract he ever signed gave up his control, voluntarily. He forgot the one detail that mattered. The man he underestimated was the one holding all the power.